As you can see, we've gone to the big screen where we see Jeff Oskay, and it's time now for a very special show called News We Failed to Mention. Jeffrey, good morning, sir.
Good morning. I'm not sure how much of a treat this is for Dusty, but...
Such a treat for me.
Are you having a good time? That's all I need to know.
Yes, we are having a good time. We're
oh, my gosh, I'm such a fan. Oh, Mr. Dusty Slay. What I do, I'm Jeff Oskay, comedian, board switcher, nobody. They let me come on every Friday because we give you a lot of the news here at the Bob and Tom Show, but we don't give you all the news, so I'm here to give you the news that we failed to mention.
Now, here's Jeff Oskay with what you failed to mention news.
Pew, 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 pew.
A group of singles set a world record with 1,300 people taking part in the world's largest speed date. Each single met with over 20 possible matches. Well, you failed to mention speed dating. Why not? Now you can meet 17 psychos all at once instead of spreading it out over the next 10 years. All right. The popular kids show Barney. Barney is returning. What you failed to mention. I shoot you, you shoot me, then we don't have to watch Barney.
I don't think Jeff's a fan.
3 kids, not a fan. We learned that women's underwear gets taxed at a higher rate than men's underwear. What you failed to mention sounds like someone has their panties in a bunch. A man was arrested for eating 2 bags of stolen potato chips. What you failed to mention, putting the cell back in Mike's cells. A regional potato chip.
One of my favorites.
Mike sells potato chips.
Unfamiliar.
He has a cell. His cell has 2 different spellings.
Yeah.
C-E-L-L.
Yeah, well, that's why I read it and didn't write it out. A man tried escaping prison by disguising himself as a sheep while crossing the field next to the prison. What you failed to mention, everything was going in plan until he was discovered in the field by a hornier male sheep.
Oh, boy. Oh.
A giant asteroid buzzed Earth last week. What you failed to mention, I'm surprised we didn't try to shoot it down. What, we waste all of our rockets on UFO and spy balloons? And you know, right now there's 3 indie bands who just formed in the past 2 weeks called Spy Balloon. I'm going to try to open for U2 next tour. Spy Balloon. KFC is doing away with popcorn chicken. What you failed to mention, what are they doing with their old popcorn chicken machines? I just picture like an old-timey popcorn machine with a bunch of popcorn chicken overflowing the kettle. I put one of those in my living room. A woman, of course it was, a woman broke a sculpture of a balloon animal by Jeff Koons worth around $40,000 when she accidentally bumped into the sculpture at an art fair. What you failed to mention, $10 says she was holding a clear plastic glass filled with free Pinot Grigio. Another $10 says she didn't tip the bartender for her free glass of Pinot Grigio. Just a few minutes ago, you were talking about the man who cured his hiccups by digital rectal stimulation.
Yeah.
What you failed to mention, I tried this before. It did not cure my hiccups, but it did cure my ED.
Oh, that's great news.
And finally, Idris Elba says he will not play James Bond. What you failed to mention, he probably couldn't get that hog to fit in those tailored English suits. I'm Jeff Oskay, and this has been the news that we failed to mention.
Failed to mention. Thank you, Jeffrey.
Jeff Oskay.
That hog.
You know he's got a hog.
0012.
Oh, yeah.